Alright everyone, so welcome to part 6 of the U.S Census Series. Today we're going to cover the 1860 and the 1870 censuses, I guess you would say. So let's start with the 1860 and some of the things that it includes. So a lot of the questions that were asked include name, age, sex, race, value of real estate, value of personal estate, occupation, birthplace, whether married within the year, school attendance, literacy, whether deaf and dumb, whether blind, insane, idiotic, or a pauper or a convict, and the number of slave houses. And with the 1860 census, there are supplemental schedules which include slavery for all the slaves, particularly in the South, because that's where slavery was most rampant, and also the mortality schedule, which lists people that died within the census year. And 1860 census is really interesting just because the Civil War was happening, or beginning to happen right at this time, and so a lot of political controversy was occurring. So it's really interesting to look at it, especially since it's the last census that includes slaves. But let's get started with the 1870 census, which we'll go over all the questions that are asked there. And with the 1870 census, what you have to understand is that the North, or the Union, wanted the South to pretty much pay for causing this Civil War, even though the Civil War really had so many other issues behind it besides just slavery. And so certain states had certain limitations. Some states said that if you were served in the Confederate Army, you had to pretty much become a new citizen. States had to pretty much vow to follow the Constitution and to be part of the Union and things like that. So this one's a little bit interesting in that sense, and it's also the first one without slaves. So it's very interesting in the sense that there's a lot of brandly new free men. So, you know, there's a lot of really poor African Americans all of a sudden all over the South. But anyway, that's a history lesson for another time, and let's get started with the things that are included in the 1870 census. So you have name, age, race, occupation, value of real estate, value of personal estate, birthplace, whether parents were foreign born, month of birth if born within the year, month of marriage if married within the year, school attendance, literacy, whether deaf and dumb, blind, insane, or idiotic, male citizens over the age of 21, the number of persons who were denied the right to vote except for rebellion would be the Civil War, and reasons that you could be denied the right to vote include being a convict and things like that. And the supplemental schedule here, the only one, of course, would be mortality, which once again lists anyone who died within the year. So that is it for part 6. I'm sorry it took me so long to upload this one, but I promise that I will be uploading them more often and things like that. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck finding your ancestors.